guys. So today I'm gonna tell you guys about the super weird dream I had last night. It was so weird and it was so vivid. And like I don't even know what inspired it. Usually if I have like some type of weird dream, it's because I watched something earlier that day or something recent. But like this dream just literally came out of nowhere. Oh, and I got my nails done. It's like red, pinkish, I don't know. I'm probably gonna take it off in 2 days anyway. But you laughing at me? Yeah, so let me tell you guys about this super weird dream, okay? So there was this like island, right? It was like a vacation place that a lot of people went. I guess it was like super good price, like it was decent pricing. Khaleesi, please, she's playing with this dang toy. All right, thank you. I should have never thrown it. No, we're done. You're messing up my video. She's looking around like, where the fuck did you put it? Yo, she's so lost. So there's like this island, and it was really, I guess it was cheap. It had to been cheap or something like that, because like a lot of people went. So we were all going, and it was like everyone, like it was like all my family, brother, sister, cousin, all of our friends, like everyone was there. So we were going, and we got there, and it was really nice. It was kind of like, it was weird because the place had a beach, but it was really wooded at the same time. And like, I guess they were kind of like, they're like cabin apartments. It was weird. It was really weird. But we were there, and we were there for, it had to have been like the first night. It was like the first night. And like one thing that I was noticing when we were there is that there would be like, we would see a couple of guards, and they'd be like real heavily armed. Like they had like assault rifles, which didn't make any sense. Like, why would you be needing assault rifles if you're just security guards? So that already made me kind of feel like I don't know what the hell is going on, but I don't really fuck with this. And okay, so after that, it was that night, and we were all like, it was like we were in this, it was just like an open area, like it was indoors, but it just seemed like an open area where like people just gathered. So we were just gathered there, and what happened? We heard a gunshot. And we were just like, yo, what's going on? So we all ran outside, which is, I don't know why you would do that. If you hear gunshots, you probably shouldn't try to run towards where that might have been. But like, we all ran outside, and we saw like a bunch of guards coming our way with guns, and like, they were going to try to kill us. So we all, and it was like a big group of us. Like, in that specific area, there was probably like 30 of us there. So we all ran to this bus. It was the bus that had taken us from the shore to basically where we were at that moment. So we took this bus, we all got on it, and we were waiting for the bus driver. I don't know why it was taking him so long to start the bus. I remember there was this one part where he was like, I can't turn the heat on, it's broken, and that just had nothing to do with anything. Like, we just wanted you to drive the fuck off, and you're talking about the heat. Like, I didn't understand. So we were just on the bus, right, like in the dark and all this stuff. Like, these people are trying to kill us, and like, I'm just looking around. I'm just like, something's wrong. And then like I go to the floor, like I'm crouching on the floor to where like you can't see me if you're looking through the window, and I scream like, duck. I tell everyone to duck. And then like in a second later, gunshots start firing off on that bus. Like, and I promise you, like it was probably like one of the realest dreams I had, because the gunshots felt so real. Like, well, they didn't feel real. I didn't feel them. But them coming through the bus, what seemed like so real, because I was crouching on the bus, and I'm just seeing gunshots just fly through the bus. And then, like, at that moment, it's like my family disappeared, and it was just me and, like, a best friend. It was like, I've never met this person before. It was some white chick with, like, brownish blonde hair, and she was, like, my best friend. And she was looking at me, and she was like that, like, I didn't get shot. I'm somehow not shot. And I'm just like, what are you doing? Like, you need to calm down and just wait for the gunshots to stop. So we all start running out the bus. Like, the moment the gunshots kind of slow down, we all start running out the bus. We're all running. Oh wait, no, I skipped a step. I'm wrong. No. What happened? Okay, no, I remember now. So what happened was, we told the bus driver to drive. So he starts driving, and he's in such a rush because like gunshots are going off and stuff that he goes too fast over a bump in the road and just completely destroys the front of the bus. Bus is broken. We can't drive away. Like, thanks. You had one job and you fucked up. So we're freaking. We all started running off the bus, and then we're running up this hill. And like some people, like for some reason, rather than running, so the bus crashes, and we're all running up this hill. And so there's the hill, and it kind of goes around a corner, and then like beside the hill, it's kind of like a ditch. So for some reason, some of us were running in the ditch, and some of us were running up top. Like I feel like it made more sense to run up top, but for some reason I was in the ditch. So like I was running in the ditch, and then like I was calling out this guy, and yo, okay, Brian, I was trying to get someone to help me up the hill, and it looked like Wolfie, which is interesting because we were watching his videos last night. Wolfie Raps. He was in the dream he was helping people out the ditch. Yeah. And so I got out the ditch, and me and my best friend were running together. Like, so we all ran, and there was the beach part, like where the boats they weren't there anymore. And then there was this other area that was kind of like, I don't know what it was. It was just kind of like a little structure, and then there was water in it that leaded out to the ocean. And we saw this one guy that like, for some reason everyone seemed to know him, and he was like trying to find anything to float on to try to float away, and he couldn't. Nothing was working. So he just decided to go into the water and try to kill himself. And we were all screaming like, hey, stop, like, what are you doing? But that was a lost cause. He was gone. So then me and my best friend were looking around, trying to find somewhere to escape. Like, we could see the people were coming, and they were killing people. They were shooting people down. So we were looking, and like on the floor level of like some buildings, we saw these vents. The vents were probably like, you can't see it, but probably like this big, okay? And it looked like they could be open, so I opened it, and it's weird. This vent had like a double vent, so you open the first one, and then there was a second one, which really didn't make any sense, but that's how it was. But it opened, and I was like, oh my god, we can get in here. I look in there, and I saw there was a room on the other side. I was like, oh my god, we gotta get in here. So it's weird, like we tried to get in, but we couldn't get in at first, and then we had to twist our shoulders so that we were going in diagonally, but we got in. And the room that we went into, it looked like a room that like was hardly ever used. It kind of looked like a boiler room, but like not underground. So it's kind of like really dirty, and it was dusty, and it kind of like just had a bunch of old stuff in there, like an area that you're really not supposed to be in. So we went into this room, and like I said, the room was really old. So like it had holes in the wall, and there was this window that was kind of messed up, but you could see through. You could see on the other side. The other side was like kind of like a patio deck area. And on that side, like off the deck and patio, there was the ocean. We saw people having fun in the water. Like, we were mad confused. People were just screaming and like tripping out and like dying. And now we're seeing people relax in the ocean. It's like, and for some reason, I guess we were so distraught or something, we were just like, okay, let's go jump. Let's go jump in the water. So we jumped off the balcony and jumped into the ocean. We just seemed to be happy somehow. So we're swimming, like I'm swimming, we're swimming. And then I turn around from swimming, and like I'm not super far from the ocean, but I'm pretty far from the ocean. And then I also see not from the ocean, I'm pretty far from the island, and I see another island like that I'm coming up on. But I turn around, and I see this old white woman, and she's holding her chest like she's having a heart attack, and she fell down, and she's falling, and she's dying, and like she's not actually, it's kind of like she's not physically there. It's like I was seeing a hologram of her in a sense, and I was seeing that happen. And then it was weird. It's like I knew it was my best friend, like that white girl best friend that I had on the bus who I escaped with. Like, it was her, and I was seeing her dying, and she was like old, and it was so weird. So then like I turned back around, and I'm walking through these double doors into what looks like a bank in like the 50s. And like everyone's just looking at me, and I don't know why, but I seem to be taller than everyone, and I'm just walking and looking around, and then I just wake up, and that was it. Like, cliffhanger. Like, I don't even know what happened. I don't know what happened to my family. It's like I don't know. It's like we went in the water and went back in time. It was so weird. I don't even know how to explain it. But yeah, I wanted to share that with you guys. I want you guys to hear about my super weird dream, because it was really weird. But yes, that's all I got. So if you guys like this story, this very weird dream, please hit the like button. If you like this channel, please subscribe. I do post daily, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.
No matter what you say, what you do.